Hello, my fam. It is Perez Hilton, but you may also call me Drama King. Thank you for choosing to watch this video. I am back in Los Angeles, happy to be home and with my kids. If you're watching this, that means I've already uploaded my weekend vlog of my time in Cincinnati. Be sure to check that out on my The Perez Hilton YouTube channel. I also did a mukbang there that you need to watch if you haven't seen that. And I also uploaded my mom's reaction video this weekend of her finding out that my sister was pregnant. And over here on this channel, at Perez Hilton, I did 2 music reaction videos. One for Harry Styles' new song and video, and one for Sam Hunt's new song. But right now, I have a lot of reality TV news. I'm talking KYLIE Jenner and Travis Scott, Jersey Shore, The Real Housewives of New York and Atlanta, The Hills, and more, plus Adele and Selena Gomez news. But let's start with Liam Hemsworth. OMG, Miley Cyrus must be having a conniption. That's the word. She is this close. Tomorrow we'll be having a meltdown. Over the weekend, she was processing it all and is now devising a plan of how she wants to react. Because you know what they say, it's a law, it is a scientific fact. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? Liam Hemsworth going public with his new gal, and that's how I will refer to her, must make Miley feel a certain way, even though she's with Cody Simpson. Because at the end of the day, you can't erase 10 years of your life. Miley and Liam were mostly on, with a little break in the middle there, for 10 years. And we all know what's happened with Miley the last few months. She went from Liam to Caitlyn Carter to Cody Simpson. Well, Liam was laying low for a long time there, holed up in Australia with his family, but now he was just spotted in New York City with a fellow Australian actress named Madison Brown. And surprising to me, he decided to be very public with her around the paparazzi. It's because I think he was tipsy. Very obvious to me he was tipsy from the photos that I saw. First, he was spotted with this girl holding hands, then making out. Kissing, not like tongue, but with his arms draped around her lower back, and they were in each other's faces. And you know, Miley looked at all of those photos. You know she did. You know, she was texting her sister, Brandy, and just feeling it. Good for him. That's all. Good for him. Madison Brown, if you don't know her, she's younger than Liam. She's 22 years old. She's on Dynasty. She also used to be a model. She's also a screenwriter, and seems like an upgrade in terms of, you know, being an being more the kind of woman that Liam wants. Because Miley was not that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm going to say that they've probably been going on dates. I wouldn't even say they're dating. I would say they've been going on dates for a bit now. Because Liam doesn't seem like the Miley kind of person, in that it is unlikely to me that that was their first date. To hold somebody's hand in public like that, he had to have gone on dates with her before. Right? Right? Am I right or am I wrong? I'm right. So much more to get to from Liam Hemsworth. We're also going to talk KYLIE Jenner and Travis Scott, Selena Gomez and Niall Horan, a lot of reality TV news. I'm talking KYLIE Jenner and Travis Scott, Jersey Shore, The Real Housewives of New York, Real Housewives of Atlanta, The Hills, and even talking Adele. Right now, I'm going to talk Adele because I am losing my mind over this, if it is true. I don't know if this is true or not, so take it as just rumors. It is rumored, and I did that again in case I wanted to do the middle clip as the intro that I promote my social clip. Usually I've been doing the beginning, but maybe I'll do the beginning. I don't know. Sorry. Anywho, it's being reported that Adele's new album is coming out next month. But I don't know if that's true, because I haven't seen an industry. I've just seen that on Twitter. I hope it's true. It's also rumored that she may be releasing a single this Friday. And you know what? I'm gonna predict it. I'm gonna say that Adele is gonna go very pop. Like, this is gonna be her 1989 in her way. Like, you know, not trying to be anything not trying to be what she's not, but more like an album of Send My Love to Your New Lover. I don't think she's going to make a miserable, depressing, sad. I think she's going to go the opposite of that and give us a pop album. Or I could be wrong. Who knows? I'm sure it'll be great, whatever it is, because, hello, it's Adele. I love her. I also love Selena Gomez, and there is something going on with Selena Gomez and Niall Horan. Even if they're denying it, something is going on. First, Selena and Niall were spotted going out to dinner together in a group of friends. It wasn't just the two of them, but it was reported that at one point he had his arm around her. Then Selena was also spotted taking a bag of groceries to Niall's house in Los Angeles. Just her going to Niall's house with groceries. Netflix and chill. I think he's had a crush on her for a really long time, hasn't he? I love that it's finally happening. I also think Niall's had a crush on everybody. I love Niall. I've had a crush on Niall for a long time. Oh God, it was so embarrassing. I used to send out so many tweets about Niall back in the day. Does anybody remember that? Oh my goodness. All right. I mentioned KYLIE Jenner and Travis Scott. The very latest is that KYLIE and Travis miss each other. And they've expressed that to each other, and they're talking a reconciliation. They're still separated at the moment, but are, quote, having conversations about getting back together. I'm like getting sick. And being on those flights Friday night and then Sunday yesterday, not helping probably. Send me healthy vibes, please, if you can. Or just send me money. Super chat me. I love you. Speaking of super chatting, I've got to thank N. Galvis, who super chatted me recently and bought merch. N. Galvis is a superstar. You can buy merch at buypopstuff.com. That's buypopstuff.com. Or just click through the merch shelf beneath this video if you're watching it on YouTube. Also, thank you to my friend DJ Rockstar Aaron, who was so kind to super chat me recently, as was Bright Miller. I love that name. Bright Miller. I love you. And Life of Cherry Jane. I love you as well. Thank you, Life of Cherry Jane. I think Life of Cherry Jane is a YouTuber. Check out Life of Cherry Jane. I did not check out Trisha Paytas' most recent videos. She has been posting, well, she actually does always post a lot. But after all of last week's insanity, it's like too much for me to handle. So I didn't. Like, her whole bipolar one and all the other videos that she's posted this week. Not this week. These last few days after last week. I just can't. There's only so much Trisha I can take. And I have a feeling everything she does is calculated. She is shrewd. She's got a show this weekend in Los Angeles, which I would say is an important show because there could be media there. There could be people there that take video of the space, and if there's a lot of empty seats or if it's not full, then that would be embarrassing for her. I think she's trying to sell tickets to her show this weekend. Go see Trisha Paytas this Sunday at the Globe Theater in downtown Los Angeles if you want a train wreck. I would go. Maybe I'll go. Should I go? Does anybody want to go with me? Trisha, I know you're watching this. If you're watching this, text me. Maybe I can do something with her on stage. But I should be asked. I'm not gonna text her like, hey, do something. Let's do something on stage or whatever. But that would be fun. Trish, ring me up because I know you're watching, or somebody will tell you. That would be fun. All right, on to other reality TV stars. She was a reality TV star. She was on Celebrity Big Brother UK. Poor Jwoww. If you missed it, Jwoww's boyfriend was very inappropriate towards her with one of her co-stars, Angelina, and it all went down when the most recent episode of Jersey Shore aired. As a result of him groping Angelina, Jwoww dumped her much younger boyfriend. And she felt especially betrayed because this guy, Zach, knew what happened. They filmed all the drama in Vegas 5 months ago, she claimed, and he didn't tell her for 5 months. I look at this as a blessing because thankfully she found out what kind of guy he is early on in the relationship, before it was too late. Or not too, it's never too late to get out of a dysfunctional relationship, but before it was too late, like, I love doing these videos because I just love sharing my thoughts on the world and things. I feel like sometimes it's, like I said, it's never too late to get out of a dysfunctional relationship, but I feel like sometimes people stay in dysfunctional relationships, because they feel like they've invested so much time in it already. Like, oh, I've wasted 10 years of my life in this. I'm not going to call it quits now. Or B, often they'll just stay because they're afraid they may not be able to find somebody else. But you know what? As I've said before, and I'll say again, maybe you need to hear this right now. It's a Spanish saying, but it applies in English too. But my mom would tell me this all the time growing up, and it's when I tell myself it's one of the reasons why I remain single. Mejor sola que mal acompañada. Better to be alone than with bad company. Or better to be single than in a bad relationship. Ain't that the truth? I would rather be a happy single person than a miserable coupled person. And there's more Jersey Shore drama or just news to get to. I love it that the show's back and I have Jersey. I feel a fondness for the Jersey Shore people, just like I do the Hills folks. And I will get to the Hills in a second teaser. But first, Mike, the Situation Sorrentino, just sat down with his co-star Snooki for her podcast, which is good. I like Snooki's podcast. It's not as good as mine, the Perez Hilton podcast with Chris Booker. You can hear that on Apple Podcasts or directly at perezpodcast.com. But he talked to Snooki about his prison, fellow inmate, not roommate, prison mate. There we go, prison mate. That guy from the Fyre Festival, Billy McFarland. Turns out that dude somehow smuggled in a recording device to prison and was secretly recording conversations with high-profile prisoners, like himself and other folks. And as a result of that, that Fyre Festival bonehead, as the situation called him, got put in solitary confinement and then got demoted and put in a worse, tougher prison. The situation thinks he's maybe trying to write a book. Like, who's going to read the Billy McFarland story? Like, do you want to support him when he comes out of jail and give him money? I don't know. You know, Lori Loughlin's going to be keeping a prison journal for sure. Actually, no, maybe not. I don't think Martha Stewart did that when she got out of jail, right? I don't recall her writing a prison memoir, but that would be something. Well, speaking of prison and reality TV stars, Joe Giudice is out of jail and out of ICE custody. He either is already back in Italy or is flying back to Italy because ICE has granted him his release, and he will be in Italy while he awaits the final decision on his deportation appeal. I still think it's lame because he's not a violent criminal. He was in this dang country since he was 1 year old, and for whatever stupid reason, he nor his parents applied for him to get citizenship. Sucks for his family. All right, I'm going to talk about the Hills in a second, but first, I've got to also give a shout out to Hot Like Hero, Lululand 13, and Turtle Wolf, all who also recently super chatted me. Thank you, Hot Like Hero, Lululand 13, and Turtle Wolf. That means that they are subscribed to this channel on YouTube, have the notifications turned on so they know when I'm going live, and we're chatting with me, and then hit the dollar icon at the bottom of the live chat, which if you're watching, it's on the right-hand side, and the bottom to the left of where you leave a comment, there's a dollar icon. Hit that dollar icon and send $1 my way or more if you feel so inclined, or get a personalized video greeting from me on Starsona. All right, Audrina, thankfully, is not with her awful, according to her ex, anymore. But she does got a new guy in her life. Does have a new guy in her life. A famous-ish dude. Actor Josh Henderson. He's done a lot of things. I perhaps know him best from Desperate Housewives and being shirtless a lot. He's a hottie. And also, most recently, he was on Dallas. They're close in age. Actually, they're the exact same age. And he's hot. And he seems like, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. I don't have any, the only notion I have of Josh Henderson is, oh, pretty boy. But maybe he's a Jesus pretty boy. I like Jesus guys. I like nice guys. I don't know. Hopefully he is that for her. More reality TV news. Kim Zolciak from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, her daughter, Brielle, recently debuted some new boobaloobs, and they match her lips. Both very big. On Friday, Shepard Smith dropped a bombshell. He, effective immediately, was quitting and has resigned from Fox News. According to reports, it was over his frustration with the way the network has been operating, specifically the opinion-based shows, because Shepard Smith wasn't just the host of a show on Fox News, he also was the chief news anchor. So whenever there was big news, Shepard Smith would go on, and regardless of what time it was, he'd be the one leading the network's coverage on the big breaking news. He thanked the network and his viewers for this chapter of his life, and it'll be interesting to see what Shepard Smith does next, because he did have a non-compete clause, so at least for the next year or longer. I don't know how long the non-compete clause was for. He won't be able to go to another network. All right, in more TV news, Will Smith has revealed that he is working on a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot. It's unlikely that he will star. Maybe he'll star in it. Who knows? Like, I read this article. It was either in Variety or The Hollywood Reporter about Will Smith and how he's really turned his career around. He was cold for a while there. 3 or 4 not flops, but underperforming films in a row. And when he really invested in social media, that turned everything around for him. I hope and pray that the same can be true for me. I've really made this investment in YouTube and a recent investment in TikTok and my investment in podcasting. I don't know. It also was a little depressing, though, because it seems like when you're a massive star like Will Smith, it's easier to make big moves. You know, like he started a production company and he created a water company and he did this and he did that. I have all these ideas, but I can't execute all my ideas because I'm really cheap and I don't want to invest my own money in my ideas. Because I can't. I've, got a high overhead. I've got 3 kids and my mom. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about money in every video. But I do believe hard work pays off. Congratulations to Amber Rose. She just welcomed her 2nd child into the world. And people are still talking about this. The name is Slash. I wasn't laughing. I like the name. Slash Alexander. I love the name Slash, especially because her son, who she had with Wiz Khalifa, is named Sebastian, but everybody calls him Bash, so it's Slash and Bash. I love that, Slash and Bash. Slash Electric. That's dope. That's a dope name. An update, Kevin Hart has broken his silence about his car crash through his lawyer, released a statement about the guy who was responsible. The authorities have determined that the driver, Jared is his name, Jared Black, was responsible for the car crash. Kevin Hart says, quote, "I have nothing but love for Jared and wish him and Rebecca a speedy recovery." Rebecca was the other passenger in the car, and authorities have also told that nobody was wearing their seatbelts, and the car was only meant for 2 people, so why were 3 in there? Craziness. Please, y'all, be safe. Do the practical things that you should do for your safety. Be safe, and let us work this week on manifesting more opportunities, saying yes to even more, trying to sleep more. Let us try to sleep more or nap and just smile more. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and leave a comment down below. Both of those beautiful actions help with engagement and help my videos be seen by more people. Listen to my podcast, the Perez Hilton Podcast with Chris Booker, on Apple Podcasts or directly at perezpodcast.com. Get me to say whatever you want, a personalized video for you or a loved one or a colleague or friend. You can get that on the Starsona app or directly at starsona.com/Perez Hilton. Buy some merch at buypopstuff.com or the merch shelf below this on YouTube. Sign up for my newsletter, the Perez Hilton newsletter, at PerezNewsletter.com. Follow me and the website across social media. We're everywhere from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Tumblr, and TikTok. Read PerezHilton.com every day. Share this video and make sure that you've got your notifications on here and on my family personal channel, The Perez Hilton. And just, I cannot thank you enough.